Hello, hello, good morning, good morning. How is everyone doing? It is Friday, the end of the week, August 7th. Damn, went so fast. Maybe sometimes I just think like it's August 7th already. That's a me problem. Anyways, um, yeah, so today we have a non-farm payables, pretty positive, and I'll just get exactly what we have today. But today's a pretty significant day. Um, the market the market doesn't it could just chop around, but um we do have a catalyst, and we've already broken to new all-time highs on ES. NQ is lagging behind, but that's been the case. It's not a new. Yeah, so we got the unemployment rate coming at 4.1%, non-farm payrolls at minus 23 with an expected of 85, and then the hourly earnings was came in at 0.1 instead of 0.3. Okay. To be honest, I don't know what to make out of that. I'm not going to put any idea of what it could mean because it's pretty like it's a little bit bearish, a little bit bullish, but more in between, like mixed. And I don't know, the market could just be like, okay, whatever, doesn't care, or it could be like, no, this is a big deal. Let's see, you know. But I think when it comes to news, I usually always just look at the numbers, but I let the market do what the market do. I don't really gain a bias, only if it's like incredibly bullish or incredibly bearish. But then I'm still gonna be careful because the market could have a little bit more manipulations. Because when the whole general mindset is towards one side, doesn't mean price action is necessary. You're gonna be easier, but I mean you could have some crazy moves. That's for sure. Okay, we're gonna get everything open and ready. Sorry, it's got a technical issue. Let me just quickly fix that. Okay. Okay, my computer's max throttle. Okay, let's get started then. So on the 1 day and 1 week, we have really not many clues because it's Friday, but you can see on ES, which is a lot more. We have a lot more strength, right? A lot more strength here, um, and okay, just having an issue right here. Okay, we're good now. So yeah, it really isn't anything that I can really mark as something here to look around. Like the fact that NQ is in the middle of its range is something to pay attention to. But also that, I mean, with ES with such strength, I don't know how NQ is gonna react to that. Like, is he gonna? I mean, it's been moving with ES like just within the range. Like, it's not been breaking the range. I think I should say. So job numbers are a little bit like not the best, but we can see it really just been consolidating. ES is trying to hold its gains, while NQ just looks like it got second leg structure for another push higher. It could totally push higher. If we do get to the high of this range, we'll get like 3%, almost 3%. So on the 1 hour and 4 hour, we can see that honestly it's been pretty slow chop exhaustion. Not much I can really say here, but at least we're kind of trading some of this like huge low volume node. Sorry, fair value gap. Um, that's really it. And then, I mean, I like how NQ is trading a little bit better, just simply because it had more of a sweep lower. Traded both of these candles bodies. Front run the 200 EMA, but also yes, front run it's 50 EMA, or is that 20? That's a 20. Yeah, that's a 20 EMA. You can see the strength is just different. Yeah. Okay. Let's get to the 50-minute and 30-minute. So now here I would like to see a little bit more. So VIX is very low. We had a low of 14.83. Right now we're hovering at 15.3. So I don't like how VIX is sitting around that. Like, that doesn't make. And price is moving, I will admit, but it just. I mean, theoretically, when VIX is like this, we're very choppy. But I'm not. I mean, we are choppy. I think like the movements have been very harder to read and more uncertain and more variance. That's definitely going to be on the table. But the moves are a little bit more. Like there's more points per move. But you can see, so I mean, really just a lot of chop. But around news, we did have that push, but then we retraced most of it, almost all of it. No, most of it. No, all of it, all of it, most of it, 95%. So yeah, then on Q on the 50-minute, get a better idea of what exactly happened there. Look at. I mean, theoretically, we could also like trade higher, trade some of the CP, not CPI, but just the news candle, right? Okay. Okay. I mean, what I would like is just like this is a really respected high and it's a very respected low. I want to see how the market trades these areas, these two levels on ES and on NQ. Um, NQ is leading this. NQ is leading this. Okay. I really just like to see if NQ can continue to push. Nice. That's really it. So I'm gonna get you guys here on the 5 minute and 1 minute. I'll just quickly log in. Hey, what's up, Baron? How's it going, man? Alright. Now we're logged in. So let's see if there's anything interesting here. Okay, so we're trading Wednesday's value area. So on NQ we're trading Wednesday's value area. That's pretty interesting. We're like literally we already traded all of that. So let me just see how that looks on the 1 minute. Okay. So yeah, we just really opened. We're trying to hold yesterday's value area low, rallied to value area high, and just erased. But we could expect. I mean, theoretically, buyers could respect this range, and we could stay within this range and break out potentially. I mean, right now Delta is negative, but it's too quick to. I mean, I'm still like I'm not green lighted to trade. Still have 6 minutes, anyways. But yeah, you could definitely see NQ is leading this. So this is different. When NQ is leading this, it kind of makes me a little bit worried. I'm not saying that. I mean, theoretically, back in the days when NQ leads, it's a good sign. NQ should be leading if it's bearish, if it's bullish. But what I'm thinking, if NQ is leading when ES has been the strongest asset for a few weeks now, even months, it makes me think that maybe this is weakness, that NQ manipulated higher, but this is just a fake out to break lower, and the news is not that positive. That would be a crazy hypothesis. It's possible. I mean, anything is possible. But let's see. I mean, I like the idea just simply because NQ already traded this value area, opened up into the value area, traded the value area, and it could easily break down, and both ES and NQ could trade Thursday value area. Maybe it's on the table though. Oh, interesting. So a little bit above ES, we have yesterday's value area too. Okay, there's the reaction to front running a little bit, but almost reaction to Valeria. Now ES is leading. Now ES is leading. So it could be different. A very a book. We had a book sweep, very strong book sweep. Okay, cool. Now it's just about sitting and waiting for a proper setup. Right now, looks like maybe a no trade day. Completely okay with that. Whatever opportunity, I would trade only A plus and walk away. Right. Both chopping. There's liquidity lower, hovering around VWAP. I want to see Delta turn positive if we do break out. Good buying. So now, right now we had a strong manipulation. I mean, Delta is picking up, but I mean, it's wiki. You see, like you gotta play your moves and you have to play them quickly and get out of there. Okay, so ES traded its value area high from Wednesday. So that's good. Both have traded their value areas from Wednesday. Let's see where the market goes now. Sorry, guys. Okay, strong retracement. If you look at the 5 minute, it's nothing but the first 5 minute body candle. We're just been respecting the range of it, which I would not. I mean, we could continue, but I would like to just see a clean setup for me. Okay, so let me go here. Okay, so value we have a point of control that was respected. Hey, hey, Mark. How are you? Yes, have a good day too. I was so quiet. I didn't even know you were there. I was just, I was just journaling yesterday's trade, but I'm just sitting here because there's nothing right now for me to do. That's I would say 85% of my job, sitting here and waiting. But have a good day too, man. I miss you. I have your number, right? I do. Let me message you. Okay, so what was I doing? So I'm thinking to level up my trading, because I'm happy with my current setup. I really like to use volume, bookmap, but this it's always important to. Thing is, you don't want to get complacent with trading. Like I have the tools, I have the setup, I have the edge, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like every time I upgrade my not my edge, but just like the things I look at, um, it allows me to have this new novelty, which is good and which is good. Not I don't think it's a necessary. I mean, of course, it could be bad, but I don't know. I'm thinking to just update my book map, like get more information, maybe level 2 data. It's gonna cost me. It's gonna cost me. Or I could just wait till I get my payout, and then I can definitely afford it. I don't have an issue then. Okay, so really nothing happening. We're just choppy chop. Nothing crazy. Look at us grinding. VIX is low. Um, and we're just hanging out. Game of patience. Let's see what happens at 10 a.m. when institutions come inside. I mean, come inside. Coming to the arena of the market. Okay. Okay, nice sweep. Very good sweep. Love to see that. I'm gonna pay more attention now. Okay, I'm breaking down. Honestly, I don't know how aggressive this will get, but this, I mean, Delta is really aggressive. This could get really aggressive and really dirty real quickly, simply because, like I say, if we traded the high, we consolidated, manipulated, broke lower, made a new low on both ES and NQ. If buyers don't step in, and this is if this becomes protected, we could 100% break lower, which I don't see a reason not to. I mean, this could have just been generating liquidity. It's 9:59. So like at 10 a.m. we would want to see some follow through. We would want to see institutions sell into this. So far, this is what we would want to see. Okay. Okay, so buyers looking like they could, price action wise, they look like they can step in. Let's see if that's the case. Buyers step in, this would be great. Little fill of the low volume node is on the table. Let me see how this looks. I got my order, but it was not a good fill. So let's just see, it was $500, which is still, I'm grateful for that. But of course, that could have played a lot more. That's okay, happens. Just the manipulation affected my entry. But $500 is $500. I'm grateful. That's a win. I'll take a photo. So basically, why I took that edge is simply the manipulation, strong buying. I simply thought that we could manipulate higher, trade some of the low volume node, and that's exactly what happened. But of course, the fill was not the best, which is okay. But let's see how this happens. 10:01. This could have been a manipulation. This is moving and going. This may be a loss, which is okay. Yeah, it's a loss. A little bit too quick. Let's see how big the loss is. 1100. Okay. Liquidity lower. This could be protected. I'm gonna see a big buyer step in or not. Let's see how this candle closes. I have not a lot of risk. So be a little bit careful. I want to see a buyer step in. Okay, that's a strong close then. There's a wick tester. Okay, nice manipulation. It was a small move, but it's a loss, so it is what it is. Gotta protect myself and walk away. Seriously, What's the point of having that stop loss then? I just got slipped so much more. Ugh. I just erased all my gains from yesterday, even though I mean it's just the way of trading though. I mean that's the thing. Could have been a little bit more patient, like that liquidity sweep. I just can't do anything about it because I can't trade anymore. I have my rules. I have my rules. Strong buying. I mean, it's hard price action today. I mean, very hard. I'm not gonna lie, very hard to read. Like this was a nice breakout, and then we had just like a second leg structure to break lower, but it's very wicky, hard to handle risk on. I mean, buyers were not actually strong here. I think we're just gonna slowly break down to yesterday's value area. Yeah, yeah. But I will admit, I am a little bit salty and upset. Like just the fact that I was at 1100, right? I take one more trade, and it was $1,000 loss. Like the thing is, my max loss is 1300. It doubled. Like it's literally $1,000 more. It's a little bit. It's I don't like that. Like I get that I got failed and I got slipped, but that much is it's just I should have taken max at 300. Oh no, wait, how much? $200 loss, but it was $800 more. That's just a bit too much, but and this is what you have to deal with, you know. I mean, I could look at the order. It's just gonna be slippage, and it's gonna be a bad fill. Like that's really it. And I did have it was a weird entry. So, and these order, I mean, the market is moving. It's moving. It's moving like easily. It's easily moving 10 points. Double leg structure. I mean, this could manipulate. So I'm basically flat on this week. Of course, I was trying to protect my gains, but on the bright side, 14 is 2800. So it is a little bit better because if I took two normal stop outs, that would have been 2800. But instead, I'm losing 2400 because I had a winner. Then I had a winner which was $500. Then I had a loser which was $1100. Okay, that makes sense. So that one trade was a normal stop out. Look at that breakdown. Okay. I mean, I've because theoretically, I just, of course, I'm just annoyed by the fact that if you think I mean, that's trading for you, right? Like, whatever you think is certain is never certain. Like, even though, like, I told myself multiple times today, like, the worst case scenario is I take a loss and I'm down 1R and I'm still positive on the week. But nowhere did I think that what would actually happen is I take a trade that was a winner, but I get a unfair fill. So I got filled on that trade and made $500 when I should have made 1,400. Okay, I handled that well. Second trade I took. Oh, why did I? Let me see the second trade. It's like, oh, was it that trade that I took? No, this was the winner, and then I took this trade to. Okay, I wanted to break the floor, but it quickly retested. Like, that's the thing. It's a very choppy, very dirty. Like, I mean, we are breaking down. Like, I think we're gonna go trade there. It's just not gonna be clean. Like, we're probably gonna have buyers manipulate again. I think it's just simply because there's a lack of interest, but there is a move, but it's a grindy move. So I mean, it's just like each move we have back up is just to generate more liquidity to go down. So that's the thing. So that first trade was great. Like, theoretically, if I got filled perfectly, that would have been a $1,400. Then I would take the second trade, which would be a loser. So I would have been break even. And then I would have taken another trade, and that would have been a loser. So I should have been down 1R. So it's unfortunate, of course. I mean, it's annoying to be down 2R when I have my rules. Like, I have rules set, risk management rules, to prevent a loss greater than 1R. But yet I still lost 2R. Like, that's just the variance of trading. So now I'm down 2R, giving back all my gains from yesterday when I made 2R. I had 2 wins yesterday, and my max is 1 loss per day. But I have 2 losses per day. How does that make sense? Because of trading. This is trading. Like, variance, right? Like, I got filled here, I made $500. I took a loss here. I mean, simply because I got in too quick. I was like a nothing. My order was nothing. It just quickly went back and erased it. And then this order, again, too quick. I mean, what was my idea to? I don't remember. Was it to buy? It was to buy. So I was looking for a retracement, but actually it was a wrong thesis. So I've been kind of like, I mean, you can see I've been a little bit more wrong about the direction today. So that tells me that today was harder to trade, or maybe it's a me issue. It's not the end of the world. 2 losses is $2,200. I still have like around 3 to 4 trades. If I just take it slow, I mean, theoretically, it's just one day to bring me back to break even, um, which is okay. And I mean, of course, it's not fun to be in this situation, but it's Friday. At least I get to walk away not red. I'm break even. Technically, I'm a little bit profitable by $30, but I think it's just that I need to be more prepared for these weird things like this. Like, this is what triggers me. These are the moments that lead me to tilt. These are the moments that lead me to get upset and mad because of the variance and uncertainty. Like, this could have gone different, where I got filled and I was a winner. But it's like those moments where you do get filled, but instead of getting filled at your normal price, you got filled later and you made $500. That hurts. That triggers. I handled that well, but then the second trade I took, too quick. It was like a little bit of a retest and I was out. Third trade, again, like, it could have been a little bit more patient, or I could have put my order higher. So there was things I could have done. You can see, look at this, this. I mean, it all. I mean, I keep thinking like it's gonna break out, but I mean, we're likely to break lower. We may just chop around here till like 11, and then break lower. The market doesn't have to be there now. It's simply generating liquidity and going at its own pace. So yeah, I mean, I think definitely like 2 trades were wrong about direction. 1 trade was right about direction. So yeah. So from yesterday, 2 wins. Today, 1 win. That's 3 wins, 2 losses. So I'm like still having a good win rate. Let's just see how next week goes. I mean, theoretically, I could survive the whole week of next week, even if like things don't go according to plan. I'm gonna keep my risk at 1,400. There's no reason to increase it, simply because I would rather me be a little bit in profit, but I'm break even this week, so I'm gonna just keep it at 7 contracts. I think that's a safer bet, because if I take a loss, I can work with 3 to 4 more losses, even 5 losses if I'm really good with it. Um, so yeah, that's it. I'm kind of ranting simply because I will admit, like, I took a long break from trading, right? And then I came back. I traded very well on Sunday. I know I should have not traded Sunday, but I traded Sunday, and I made $19,000. But I front runned the profit goal by $500. So, and then after that, I did this crazy trade, and I traded Sunday, so the spread was bigger. So the spread was like $3, $3, right? 3 points. So I just immediately took a loss, and I was down $5,000, and then I just erased all my gains and hit my TT, and then I was upset for a good like 2 days. Then I traded again, and I passed the valuation in 25 minutes. Look at this, man. Look at this. Like, this is like, it's either you be patient, let the moves happen, let the chop happen. So you can see we round bottom here. Why did we stop here? There's the level. There's the 4-hour level. 1-hour level. But we didn't have to stop here. We broke out bullish engulfing, broke out again. A little bit of a second leg, you can argue. If we break out, wick lower, push above this wick, and then just move, play VWAP. If I played that move, I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't look for more, but I would have probably entered here and looked for a play, like, even I could have, yeah, I could have easily played 20 points there. So you're like, I have to respect my rules, because I took 2 trades that were wrong about direction. So who knows? Maybe I'll take that trade and I thought it was a short. Very possible, right? So even if I did take that trade, yes, like, you gotta think, 1 20-point trade would make me back to my 2.5 hour. So it's okay. I'm happy. At least I'm break even. Great lessons. Like, I'm happy I got to learn about a little bit more about, like, I was wrong about the direction 2 times, so I want to look more into that. The first trade I took was great. It's gonna happen where you get filled and you get slipped, so I can't really do much about it, and I have to remind myself, the things I can control, the things you can't, you gotta let go, right? Or I'm just gonna waste energy. That's what I kind of like of that it's a Friday, because Saturday, Sunday I can just, like, decompress, even though it's just really been a week. But I will be honest, it's like I'm coming back after a while, so it's not that things are hitting me harder, but I just that I want to ease my way into all this, because it's a lot. Trading is not easy, because it's a really psychological thing, like, because it's like these trades were just wrong, but your brain has difficulty to understand they were just wrong. Your brain understands that you were wrong, and it understands that was wrong at the cost of survival. I don't know, but our brain thinks everything is just survival. Like, when I'm trading, it's sometimes survival, but it's not a great mindset. You need to break away from that and have your ability to trade non-striving, not for survival, but just for being here, for being in this moment, to trade an asset that can make you money, but also can keep you connected to the world and build a community. And right now I'm like live streaming, right? And there's a lot of things to be grateful for, and I'm grateful that I'm break even. I could have taken a bigger loss, $2,800. I took a $2,400. I'm still grateful for that. Yes, that last trade, I will be honest. Of course I will be salty about that, because if you set a rule to take a max loss of $1,300, but then your loss is $2,300, that's $1,000 more. It just makes you lose trust in the platform you're using. But the thing is, I can't do much about it because I'm signed with the platform, right? Um, there's not much I can do, but I just wish, of course, it was smaller. Maybe it's a future lesson. Like, did I really have to take that trade? I was wrong once. That second trade, and this was not even a high quality trade. I'm looking to buy long, okay? where did I enter? I entered on the retest of the wick test. That's not enough information. Like I entered here on the retest of the wick test to break higher. That's a 60% retracement of this candle. That's not a good idea. That's not a good idea. I thought buyers were way too strong. This was the wrong idea. I got in at the wick test. I should have really got in there or simply waited. So that's a wrong trade. I took that trade and I got slipped horrendously. So I think that's my fault. That's a C setup. That's a C setup. Did I take photos of all the trades? Yeah, I did. That's a C setup. I'm not proud of that trade, that last trade, because first, why am I getting at the wick test when there's 70% of the retracement of the candle, of this bullish candle, right? That's not a good setup. Even if it does, it's not a setup that I should be taking. So that's a setup right there. And then I get in, okay? It quickly moves just a little bit and I'm stomped out. And that could have been avoided. Or even better, I was down, what, $1,100? Not too much, right? If I just avoided this, I could have taken another trade. This could have been a 20-point trade, and I could have been up 10 points. And then, like, who knows, maybe another 10-point trade. There's another 20 points. So it really, I think the mess up is this trade. This was a C quality trade. Entering at the wick test after 70% of the candle has been retraced. It's not a good setup. Even if for a long, it's not a good setup. And now this, I was wrong about this too. I would say that I think my entries are just a little bit too aggressive. I need to get in later. I'm getting to, I mean, theoretically, even if I got in later, I would have been filled and it would have been a loss. So this is just a loss. But you're going to have that. Like, my edge is not 100%. No one's edge is 100%. You're going to take losses. So I have to be a good loser right now. Okay, let's log out. Okay, guys, that was great. I'm really happy for just ranting a little bit, honestly, because it's just a good reminder of the goal of what the mission is, of what the idea is of trading. You know, I'm not yes, you know, of course I'm doing this because it does make me money. Yes, it's nice, but it's not my main motive. Like, generally, I will be honest with you, I've been doing this for 3 years, and I don't feel motivated about the money. I feel more motivated about just improving myself, improving the person who I'm trying to be, because it really requires elite discipline and elite behavior to trust yourself, but to build an identity that commits to what they say they're gonna do. And it's hard. So it's hard. I'm saying that, like, that's just me trying to be a really good human. Like, you know, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna do it. And it's hard because in the moment of time in the arena when you're trading, the emotions are strong, because when you do take a loss, I mean, I don't want it to happen, but it does happen. My brain has a survival response rather than, okay, this is just a loss. Losses are bound. You're gonna lose more than you make. That's okay, but you manage your risk. 90% of the time, that's what I want. That's what I want, right? I'm working towards that, and usually I do have I'm getting better at losing. You have to be a great loser to trade. You have to be a very great loser to trade. So I'm working on that, and I think that may be the single most important thing for me personally. as I expand and as you continue moving forward, like, you're only gonna lose bigger sums of money, depending on your risk tolerance, and you really have to be a good loser. Like, it's crazy to think that this week, Sunday, I almost passed the valuation, right? In the valuation, I made $20,000, right? And it's crazy to think that I lost that account, and then 2 days later, I traded again and passed it. And it just shows you that I was a good loser. I accepted it. I moved on. I mean, I was not a great loser. No. I took like a good 48 hours, but I was getting better. But now I took this loss. It's time for me to move on and go on the next topic. Being really good at and moving to the next thing, and just closing it. You know, it's Friday. What am I gonna do? Am I gonna trade tomorrow? No, it's Saturday. Am I gonna trade Sunday? No, because if I trade Sunday, that encourages impatience for the rest of the week, because why not just wait till Monday, right? So yeah. Okay, guys, I'm gonna head out now though. This is much longer than anticipated, but I had a great time. Okay, thank you guys. Have a great one. I'll see you all Monday. And you videos wise, episode 6 is being worked on. When do I think it's gonna be released? Probably end of this month, maybe before that, but definitely 2 weeks max, minimum 2 weeks, yeah. Because I have to edit it, I have to make the script, I have to like get the things there. It's gonna be a shorter video, so theoretically it could actually be faster if I just lock in, right? If I just lock in. Yeah. And then I will admit I've been doing the side hobby of getting drone shots, but I'm keeping it away from the YouTube channel simply because I want to respect what I post and have the other things maybe in a separate YouTube channel or maybe just to the side. I don't know how I'm gonna go about it, but yeah. Okay, that's everything from me. I'm gonna head out. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and take care. Have a great one, and peace.